So can you tell us a little bit about that experience when you first saw your book brought to life?
HBO was kind enough to send me a copy before the premiere, and I watched it, and you know, some of the scenes I went, oh! And then I called my husband and I said, honey, we're going to have to move.
And I guess you're assuming we all know what those scenes were. Yes. Okay. Now, Sam, we've talked a little bit about how your character's been a little unlucky in love, but we're seeing him right now with someone who he seems to have a lot in common with, Daphne, but we've heard some hints out there that things might not be going so well with that. So what's up with Sam and his future with women? Is he going to find a nice girl?
Well, he gets a little bit lucky with Daphne, you know. But Sam's a real magnet for abuse this year. In a lot of ways. I'm just trying to survive this year, I think, just trying to get by. But Sam's journey in this year and hopefully years to come it really is sort of sparked by his meeting with Daphne and what she teaches him, and whether he grows from that or regrets it. We'll have to see.
Okay. All right. So, Deborah. When we have talked on set, you were telling me, you know, this is really it's your first big television gig. You're not far out of USC, and you were telling me that this cast has really been helpful to you in making a transition into working in television. Can you give us an example of a particular scene, maybe that this audience has already seen, where someone in the cast was sort of a mentor to you or helped you get through something tough?
Sure. Well, I tend to be kind of a nervous person. In fact, I will warn you all right now, I'm a little bit nervous, so I'm currently picturing all of you in your underwear. But I remember in episode 4, Alan had written these beautiful words, and I was very, very sick. I had 102 temperature, and I had completely lost my voice. And I remember working on that and feeling like a total failure, like I wasn't able to give what I wanted to give to it for Alan and everyone who had worked on it. And I was doing a scene with Steve and Anna and Jim, and all of them were just so supportive, and they said, you know, you can be quiet when we do our sides, you don't have to use your voice right now. And then I'd go off in the corner and do a lot of old school theater exercises and just squeezed it out when I got up there. But for me, it's that moral support that really helped me.
Okay, all right. So, oh, I bet a lot of you wish you were sitting where she's sitting right now. So, Alexander, with Sookie. He has been for a long time, and no matter what happens, he is still so drawn to her. He just can't shake her. Why is that? What's going on there?
Well, just look at her. I'm sorry, Stephen. No, I think Eric's been around for a very long time. He's been around for 1,000 years, and he's kind of over humanity by now. He's seen it all, and he kind of thinks they're in general kind of pathetic and naive, and then she comes along and there's something different about her, and I think the fact that he can't really put his finger on what it is excites him, and for the first time in a really long time, he's curious. Yeah, and of course he wants to kind of explore that and see where that takes him.
We'll see where that goes. Well, Eric is curious. I know a lot of you are curious too. So what we're going to do now is take questions from the audience. I know that some of you have been waiting for a very long time to ask. So we're ready for those if you on the floor are ready to go.